Hey y'all, I'm going to read to you Matthew 18. This was my Bible reading for last night. And it's really good, and I thought of it because of that verse about children. So here it is. At that time, the disciples came to Jesus and asked, "Who then is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" He called a little child to him and placed the child among them. And he said, "Truly I tell you, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven." That's why I've worked with kids for 26 years. So I was like, why did Jesus say that? And how can you become like a child unless you're around children? Therefore, whoever takes the lowly position of this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoever welcomes one such child in my name welcomes me. Another verse says, whatever you have done to the least of these, you have done to me. Which some people think that children are the least. So whatever you do for a child, you're basically doing for Jesus. If anyone causes one of these little ones, those who believe in me, to stumble, it would be better for them to have a large millstone hung around their neck and to be drowned in the depths of the sea. Why does Jesus say that? Because once someone becomes a child molester, I'm pretty sure there's no coming back from that. Unless they get counseling or they meet with the pastor every week. But even then, I think once you violate that boundary, it's hard to realize that should be a boundary. So once someone molests a child, that's why people who are, registered sex offenders, they can't be within like 20 feet of a school. They're not allowed to be around kids ever again. Because once you have that skewed perception of appropriate interactions with children, you quite possibly can never be appropriate. So that's why Jesus said that they might as well be drowned into the depths of the sea. Woe to the world because of the things that cause people to stumble. Such things must come, but woe to the person through whom they come. That's interesting. Such things must come, but woe. Woe means basically cursed. But cursed be the person through whom they come. If your hand or your foot causes you to stumble, cut it off and throw it away. It is better for you to enter life maimed or crippled than to have 2 hands and 2 feet and be thrown into eternal fire. And if your eye causes you to stumble, gouge it out and throw it away. It is better for you to enter life with 1 eye than to have 2 eyes and be thrown into the fire of hell. See that you do not despise one of these little ones, for I tell you that their angels in heaven always see the face of my Father in heaven. They're angels. That means for sure children have a guardian angel. I'm not entirely sure if adults do, but children do for sure. What do you think? If a man owns 100 sheep and one of them wanders away, will he not leave the 99 on the hills and go to look for the one? In the same way, your Father in heaven is not willing that any of these little ones should perish. So remember that. Respect children. Respect their right to stay pure. Respect their right to stay alive. And that's an interesting commentary on abortion. It is not God's will that any of the little ones should perish. You know why? Because the way society is supposed to be is out with the old, in with the new. Why is the elite so focused on exterminating children? Because the children are the future. The babies are the future. The babies are the future. Remember that. God loves y'all. God bless. Bye.